Subra, okay. Okay.
So yeah. So good morning, ma'am. We are talking about 3 or 4 tools in the beginning, and then we will make a live mind map today. So alsoask.com. Let me just show you very quickly. I've also given multiple sharing options. So okay, just give me a moment. So have you heard about this?
No.
Okay. So what we do is alsoask.com is more like suppose I just want to write about mind mapping, and I want to know what are the questions people asking about mind mapping commonly. So I of course go to Quora and see. Sometimes I go to Quora and sometimes I just search even on Google and all that. What are the most typed questions people find ask about mind mapping, so that I can address them in my ad copies. I can address them. So it can be used in various places when I'm writing my ad copies for marketing. There also I can use it for my LinkedIn post. I can use it for so many other platforms, even during my sessions and all. So for example, I'll just type here. Let's see what it gives. Okay. So it will give you in the form of a mind map.
Okay.
The moment you type any topic that you type. So these are some of the things that not the alsoask.com. What it does is it gathers questions from different platforms across the internet where people like us might have typed these questions on Google, on different platforms, that what is leadership, what are this, what are that, or some questions on Quora. So from everywhere they gather and they put it together here in the form of a somewhat like a mind map with notes. Yeah. So if you see here are so many questions have come up. Now suppose you want to just go to this and then again any one you click. Okay, just a moment. So again it is giving you so many questions, so it will keep on giving you questions, and this is like maybe we are addressing most of these questions, but even most of the times what happened, these questions are a good way to suppose when we are designing our modules or our courses, or even sometimes I just take up these questions for my question answer round. In Q&A what happens is sometimes people don't upfront ask you some questions, but they have these questions in mind. So I always take some 10 questions with me whenever I go for any Q&A, so that like these are the kind of frequently asked questions from the audience. So this is this tool I was suggested from Siddharth Rajshekhar in 2020. I remember end of 2020, and it did help me in the beginning years. So it helped me a lot, especially for designing and all. So it will keep on expanding. If I just again click here, if you see, it will keep on expanding, and you can right now for me the membership or something, whatever, some 30 days trial or something was there from 2 different accounts. I have exhausted, I think. Otherwise, whatever things are coming here, you can actually download all of that. Okay, no reconsideration. You can actually download all of that in the form of an Excel sheet here.
Okay.
So this is about yeah, also ask.com.
Also ask. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this is one. The next one is BuzzSumo. Have you heard about BuzzSumo?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So this is again, I think I heard about it like 1.5 years back, but now I see that a lot of people, even on LinkedIn, they keep on talking about BuzzSumo. Okay. So I have to log in, but I'll just show you. I'm not going to log in right now because it takes a lot of the internet speed. This thing will become slow. So if you can see, though it is very hazy, what it will show you is the top 10 articles right now in the market on your topic.
Okay.
So if you see this kind of topics, it will show, and it will also show what is the percentage, like how many number of likes are there for this topic. So top 10 articles in the world, or all of those, like you will get a complete idea about the articles, and you can actually go. And what I do is sometimes maybe at least once in a month when I sit down, I just see, okay, what are the recent articles in my domain, and accordingly I just read through, because these are some of the top articles from maybe it could be from the top leaders of the world. Or if I want to for example, I don't search mind mapping directly, I search about emotional intelligence. Sometimes I search about new researches in what you call memory or mindfulness. So all those topics I put there, and then the articles. So these are already not like alsoask.com where we just get questions. These are full-fledged articles, and I just skim through the article, so that I get some idea, and if something strikes me, I'll just write it down for future. So Bus Sumo, I have, and recently, at least on 10 different posts, I have seen people suggesting Bus Sumo for LinkedIn content creators. So yeah, but I was using it almost for more than 1.5 years now.
Okay.
I use at least on 2 days in a month or something. I sit down and I just read these articles. So this is the second one, Bus Sumo. And now this again, headline analyzer. Okay, so have you tried any of this headline analysis? Okay. So also asked is more about questions. The previous one is more about top 10 or 20 articles across our topic from the world by some big industry leaders and all, just to know what is going on, or some kind of research that is going on. And this is more like, suppose I have thought about writing an article. So suppose I thought that I just want to tell you 5 benefits of mind mapping, but that sounds so boring if I just write down 5 benefits of mind mapping. Or why, or if I write down why people should mind map instead of that, or importance of time management. Suppose I want to write about that. So let me show you. So this is again very helpful when I was designing my okay, this just a moment. It will take some time now. Just a moment here.
No problem.
So what happens is, actually I had logged in already. Why it is locked out? I don't know.
No worries. Sure.
So it's very like we can keep on changing our titles and check. Just a moment, I'll just change this. We can keep on changing our titles and check what you call, till it gives us a good score. So it's very interesting. Headline analyzer. Yeah.
और मेरा टॉपिक चेक करो दिस वीक का कार्ड आवर का. That's a good one.
Sure.
Let's try that. One second. My topic is are you communicating in the right way?
Okay, let's try this. Okay, yeah.
Are you
what
communicating?
Communicating the right way.
In the right way, huh?
Okay.
So
the score is 63, which is good. I mean, we can go up to 80 also. So if you see, it is showing you sentiments are 50, SEO is 64, and readability is 75. So which is good readability score. So it is showing a complete score. So if it is around 70, means it is easily understood even by a 13 to 15-year-old student. But if it is above 70, then it is very, understood by an, it's more easier. I mean, it's easier in the sense that even a layman would feel attracted towards the topic. So the use of words, everything, if you see complete score, all analysis are given, everything. So can you just tweak it a little and just see if we can increase or decrease, so you will just understand.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe change it, is it? Yeah. Are you communicating?
Okay, I'll yeah. Shall I just try one?
Yeah.
I mean, this can be complete nonsense, but I'm just trying this just to show you that the score might change. So we have 63 now.
I know. Stop communicating the wrong way. Correct. Let's see.
So see, now this is like a little negative one, so it came down to 50. If you see. So, or we can do start communicating by connecting. That's a good one. So yeah, this is good. Interesting. Oh, even this. Okay. I'm just trying this. So that was 63. So yours, the one that you have chosen is like a good
The
one.
highest one for the
Highest
for
one.
the time being.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So
Good.
we keep trying until, I mean, what I do is I keep trying, and I mean, this just, it's more like fun also. So if I have time and all, I will just try, and I'll try to bring it to 80, especially if it is something where I'm attracting audience from people, I mean, people who don't know me.
Right,
People who
exactly.
know me anyways, they will come, and whatever the topic, if I just write, okay, benefits of mind mapping, they might still turn up. But
Yeah,
to catch
exactly.
to catch the attention of cold audience, this, if
Yeah.
it is above 80, it is great.
Okay, got it. I understand.
So yeah, so we can keep on changing this. Maybe last one more we'll try.
Huh? Mm. What is the name of this book that I was reading? All communicate, few connect. This is from John Maxwell. Let's see if his all communicate, all communicate, and few connect. Well, this is the name of the book.
So what they will do is, this complete thing is, it's not based, I mean, it's not based on what whether it's the name of a book, it may be the name of a most popular book, but what they will say is, right on the internet, which one will generate the most number of clicks.
Exactly.
So this is completely based on that. So hence, this things like only the very titles like with numbers or something like that, it attracts more attention. So the one you had was already a good one. It was 73, right?
Yeah. 73, correct?
Yeah.
That was pretty okay, right?
Yeah. So that's so this is again, you can always, I think, this was the tool, free headline analyzer.
It's called headline analyzer. What is it called?
It's capitalizemytitle.com.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So once this is done, if you are really going for something like you are putting an ad or a little bit, you want to make it attractive in terms of, you want people to click, basically, that in one word it is, I mean, in one sentence, you want people to just stop and click. Then if you bring it to 80 or even 90, then that's a great thing. So we can just tweak it around a little bit here and there, or maybe see some questions what people are asking from alsoask.com. So after all those analysis, we can get a very great title here. So I have done actually this for a lot of my I mean, not only clients, but even for myself also, we have tried this even while designing the chapters of the book. We kept on giving, even while designing the chapter. So we used this one, I think two different, the earlier one was co-schedule. So co-schedule needs an account. So I had this paid version also. Now anyways, I have stopped. And this one, capitalize my title. This is free. So both we have used for myself as well as my clients, even while designing the courses, like 5-day workshop. So in 5-day workshop, what will be day 1, day 2, day 3? So even for that, we wanted to make it very attractive, like 5 steps framework or something like that. And then
yeah, interesting, very interesting. Interesting.
So yeah, this and so yeah, capitalize my title and co-schedule. Yeah. Okay, so these are the 3 tools that you can use it all the time, and these are
Sorry, what was the first one, Shubha?
alsoask.com.
Acha,
Also ask, then BuzzSumo.
Yeah, and then BuzzSumo, correct. Yeah, correct. Okay.
So this, I don't know, this is taking some time. Okay.
I was watching your bigger plate wala video, Aadha dekha tha, about the research one that you had put in.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is level 0, where I was talking about
the
very
proposal.
basic.
Yeah, so I haven't yet finished it, but I was watching it because quite interesting.
So when you log into Bigger Plate, this is something where what you can watch. I mean, this is how the dashboard will look for you. You can also explore free mind maps. You need not directly pay and enter. You can just create a free account, and even with that free account, there is no trial period or something. You can keep it free for lifetime also, but only that you will not be able to see some pro content. For example, the one I've shared with you is a pro content in terms of it has many various this thing. No, that one is not just a pro content. It was a part of a conference that they have organized.
Yes,
But
correct.
otherwise, also before I have taken sessions on mindfulness using mind mapping, or many, not only me, a lot of people, hundreds of people across the world, mind mappers who have been practicing mind mapping for like 10 years, 12 years, or some even 20 years now. They put all their learnings here. And of course, in terms of that, we get other benefits and all from Bigger Plate and all that. So that is like a partnership we have done with them. So all those content, you get it for free. I mean, you get it for the pro versions. Otherwise, the mind maps are free for everyone. Suppose if you just have a free account and you just search some mind map, for example, let me search again. I'll just put it here. So I'm trying the free one. I'm not going to the pro content now, just the free one also. So you will get some 6 fundamental skills every leadership practice. So let me see.
Subra, can I show you? Because मेरा problem ये आ रहा था, I was not able to download it.
Okay, download. Okay, let me try then. So suppose this one, it came, the 6 fundamental
Correct.
leaders. Yeah.
Okay, let's just
So,
try.
okay. What is it? Okay. Your file is downloading. It's writing. Okay. So it is downloaded.
See, it's coming in some.
Okay, so this is the issue. So what happens here is, if you have that particular software, I mean, if the person has made in MindMeister, then it will open for you because you have the MindMeister already downloaded. I mean, you have the MindMeister on your laptop, or if you have XMind, but maybe they're using maybe they're from some different country or using some different tool because of which it is not opening. That could be the reason.
That could be the thing, because that's what the problem was coming. Can you try opening one of yours, which is probably over here, which you made on MindMeister, and let's see, are you able to, example?
Just a moment. Mind maps, okay. Okay, let me open gratitude if I can see.
Okay.
So this is the gratitude mind mapping. This is shared long back, I think. Okay. So some people have downloaded also.
Subra, apna wo signature, how do you add it also?
That I do on Canva every time.
Okay, so you put it there and then add the signature from there. Okay, got it. And what is the size that you use on Canva for that?
For mind maps, I use the presentation mode.
Okay, perfect.
And others, for others, I'll put LinkedIn. So this is coming as gratitude. Okay, why is it coming in this way?
That is what I'm saying.
But I have MindMeister with me. But I think that link, just a moment. Yeah.
This is the issue which I faced last time. So I said, let me ask you.
But this was not happening. Just a moment. Yeah. So, aren't they giving some? This is strange. I should ask them then in this case.
ये वाला आप पूछ के बताना कि what.
Download file. Because if I'm downloading, I should get a link actually. Earlier it was not this way. Earlier it was a link that they give me, and that from that link, if I have the software, I could get. So this is one thing about mind mapping, and about free templates where you can at least, I mean, of course, the downloading part is not available now, but even then we can at least have a look at the mind maps of different people across different topics.
Yeah.
That is only one which is available for free also. We don't need a pro account. If we have a pro account, the best part is, just let me show you. So suppose I just choose webinars. So you will see a lot of webinars coming up. Every week there is some webinars coming up by different people, and all of those, for example, mind mapping. So all of those are there. It's like for next year, these are scheduled. These are all scheduled for next year. So I also have 2 next year with them around March or something. So that they have not put yet. So yeah, and these are like, I think already, watch now. So you can, these are already completed.
Okay, correct.
So if you see, so supporting groups with mind mapping, guiding the coaching process. So actually there are so many, sometimes it becomes, I mean, I haven't seen any of this for almost 2 months now because it's too many.
Too many, correct.
Too many, but sometimes if I have time and all, and anyways, for us, we are given free. I mean, I have been, because we are partners, so we have pro, I mean, I don't need to buy because anyways, I'm giving sessions and all for them. So we have this pro access for 3 to 5 years or something like that. So all the time we can do. So that's a different part, but otherwise also not because it is paid or free, but because it takes some time. So I generally don't get time. But earlier when I had time, I used to ensure that at least every 15 days I watch 2 webinars. Those are not very long ones, short ones, only like half an hour, 45 minutes. So from my topic or something new that is coming up, maybe in academic writing or from different people, not just my own. So I used to watch all of them. So the membership, whatever is the fees right now, there will be some discount on that, and you can watch. So I would say that take it in only if you think that you can manage the time to see it. Otherwise, it will be just
I think
another.
yeah. So now that I think once we sort out that issue of the
Mhm.
downloading the
Mhm.
thing, once you let me know, then I don't think I'm going to get it, because
Mhm.
it's sometimes important to say no, and it's more going to be from the point of view of referring to it to see what are the other thought process of people.
Mhm.
I don't think I have more time to watch any more videos of other people.
Exactly. Sometimes it is important. I mean, I had this time earlier, but as I'm saying, I'm very honest. From last 2 months, I have not watched any of this.
No, I
Not only on bigger plate, but even of course, I ensure that I watch some TEDx or TED Talk. Those I watch. But other than that, like very good one, I go to the TED channel directly, and then there I watch. But otherwise, the normal, even motivational videos and all have stopped for a
no,
while.
no time,
Very
no time.
consciously, I've stopped. Yeah, because too much of I felt like it should not be like another kind of junk, or junk
No,
food or fast food kind
no,
of.
yeah, it's too much. I can't
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
So
Uh,
yeah, so this is thing, and I think you have the sharing option now.
okay.
So could you open your MindMeister?
Yeah. What do we want to do today?
So I mean, we will make a mind map. We'll do a live mind mapping about, first of all, I'll ask you some questions, and from there we will go to the next part of the mind map. So you can just keep your mind map ready. Yeah. And shall we put something like the central topic as good leader?
Okay. Good.
Or not good? Can we use a better word actually?
Um,
Because even idealism doesn't idle leader will not something it doesn't exist anyways, right? So
um, okay. So I'm just thinking. Well, we can do some. So we are basically doing what? Okay, just tell me what is the purpose. Then I can think of the
okay.
right topic.
Okay, so what I want is, for example, this is a very classic mind map on about leadership only. What we do is, first I will ask you that what do you think makes a good leader according to you, because you are in this field, and we do this not only with coaches, we do it with educators also. That what according to you makes a good leader, or who is a leader,
Okay.
and then I ask
Hmm.
you that, okay, according to you, these are the qualities of a good leader. Then what kind of manager or leader do you think you are? For in your case, it won't be manager. In your case, it will be leader only. So what kind of man and a leader do you think you are?
Hmm.
And my next question is, do you think that you can set your that you set a very good example for your team? And if
So
you
should
think
we
so,
start doing it now? Should we
okay,
start doing it?
let's start. Yeah, let's start.
Okay. So I'm just putting leadership for the
Okay,
central topic.
yeah, let's
Ah,
do it.
take it.
Okay,
Hmm.
so the first question is, and when I say question, according to that question, you can frame your branch. I'll not be telling you what the branch should be. It should be completely your own. So the first question is, what do you think makes a good leader? No, the first branch should be good leader, I think. Good leader or something like that. Because the question is, if our leadership is our central theme, the first question is, what do you think makes a good leader? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now it can be the sub branches.
Can I put it like this? Something.
Yeah. This is completely your wish. We'll discuss only at the end, like whatever we can
So
change.
now, do you want me to do it also?
Yes,
Like
yes,
date
it has to be live.
after
Yeah,
it?
it has to be
Okay.
live. Yeah,
Okay.
it has to
Okay.
be
So
live.
now.
We have 7 questions, so 7
Okay.
branches we will make here.
Okay.
Okay. So now, before we go to the next branch, I would want to say that in the next branch, we will try to, was a generic good leader characteristics that you might have, mapped out. The next question is, what kind of a leader you think you are? And then we want to map this good leader and who you are, and we want to create links if you can. So the next question is, what kind of a leader you think you are? So that will be a separate branch from leadership. Yeah. What kind of a leader you think you are? Yeah, you can put your name. I think that would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, because that it's about me. That what
Yes,
kind of a
absolutely.
leader am I
Yes,
in order?
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So this one is going to be on the 3. This is my 3E, but yeah. Okay.
Okay. So can you connect when you say you educate, empower, and enlighten? So empower, we see that, okay, you think that if you see in your first branch also, there is an empower word. So yeah, that is, you can link that. Yeah, and okay, educate shares. Okay. And enlighten will be uplifts.
Okay.
Okay.
Enlighten will be.
Yeah. And anyways, we can pull the branches and all and make that later on. We can do that. Yeah. Maybe we could even change the colors and all later.
I was thinking,
Yeah.
change the colors and all.
Okay.
And then educate ke liye, in order to how do you empower them? You empower them also by listening to them.
Absolutely.
And most important is also when how do you connect with them? I connect with them by well, I think I connect with them by empowering them also. Okay.
Absolutely.
So yeah. So
thank you. Can we go one level extra now? For example, of course, you said that you educate them through by listening to them, and by sharing your knowledge with them and all. But that is about the link. But from here, educate, empower, and enlighten. Can we just bring out branches, sub branches? Just one more, one level deeper.
So so now here I can write, right? That how do I do it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So how educate is obviously coaching.
And yeah. Maybe in educate, you also share the latest knowledge with them, whatever you're.
Yeah. So that sharing. So when I say sharing is one is experiences and
your
this
own
will,
learnings, no, your own learnings.
So my own learnings, like learnings. Like, for example, I was already thinking that the other day you had shared with me about social media, right? Like about what you have learned. But and I was thinking, okay, I will send Subra some of because obviously I have also been using
of course, yeah.
LinkedIn, what is it called? With people to help them, get their basics correct. So how when I had attended some courses, what was some of the inner things that I had picked up. And so I said, oh, I'll send it to Shubra so that if she wants to add those ideas into her mind map, that becomes. So that way we are basically sharing so that each one gets one takeaway from that whole thing. Sharing is also about, so sharing experiences and learnings. When this coaching is obviously about leadership, communication, and I think it's all about personal growth. And mentoring is very much similar to coaching on the whole same ideas. So yeah, when it's about empowering is, this is more from the, one is in, how do I do the grassroots?
Okay. Suppose, I mean, it's just coming to my mind, and because you are the expert in this domain, so you would know. For example, when I say a good leader or characteristics, so of course, listening, connecting, sharing, empowering, uplifting. So I have read in many places that good leader also know how to delegate, and
Yeah.
for example, you have 10 members, and if you remember, we have done it earlier also in a mind map where you know the strength and weaknesses of each of them. So accordingly, you give them the work that will strengthen whatever they have, and also once in a while you give them some challenges so that they can overcome their weakness. So I don't know exactly where you could put that, but yeah, that was the thought that was coming out. I mean, popping in my mind while you were making this.
No, that's right. So that's true. I have something.
Yeah, because a good leader will not keep all the things to himself or herself. I mean, she will, he will try to delegate, and
So, I mean, for me, when I say empower, one is obviously creating a grassroots level leadership. Then when grassroots level leadership is one, obviously this one I'm doing a lot from the GBTC point of view, but empowering other people in decision making.
Okay. Helping others to make better decisions, right? Yeah,
exactly.
This is excellent. Yeah.
So decision making is because I don't have to be there to make all the decisions. There are space where they can make those decisions themselves.
Exactly.
So when a coach's job is done, when your coachee can start making their own decisions.
Absolutely.
Right. And then from there, it's also empowerment also for me would also mean to be, for example, freedom. Example.
Okay.
Freedom from, so this one I actually, yesterday I was doing it and it made a lot of sense. Now, so in this particular John Maxwell, what I was doing, it was quite very, very powerful. So empowerment decisions I made concerning my assistant, right? So he said, I determined not to know everything. I'm determined not to know everything first. That means there are other people who can solve it. I'm determined not to be the primary source of communication. I determined to let someone else represent me. I determined to stay with my strengths. So when so those are from, so empowerment means freedom from by.
I mean, I don't know if that word suits her. I mean, in my mind, the word that's coming right now is you're trying to make them kind of independent or freedom or self-reliant. Means they can take their own decisions now on behalf of you.
Yeah, so one is the empowerment. You can get that empowerment by getting one is your own freedom by giving delegation. So you are free to do your creative space, like what you do, your virtual assistants. You can concentrate on your content creation rather than worrying about the administrative work.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So freedom from empowerment also means freedom. Freedom. Freedom by delegation. Okay. And so this is what for now I'm thinking. And like, for example, in our case, like whether me and Soumitra have spoken or not, but if he says something to the team, for example, and he can share it with me later, which means there are many decisions on the ground which can be taken without me micromanaging every single.
Absolutely, that word micromanaging, that is dangerous actually.
So it is so what I mean, this is what in Soumitra's words is that I have given him the freedom to grow into the leader that he wants to be.
Absolutely, you're helping him, achieve his best potential. Actually.
Exactly, without curbing him, and he knows that I have his back no matter what.
Exactly.
Whether he makes a mistake or he gets
So it's
it
more
right.
like somewhere is trust coming up.
Absolutely.
It's
So
trust.
empowerment, yeah. So one is not micromanaging.
Not micro. This is very powerful term.
Managing.
Not micromanaging.
Yeah, and then obviously you empower them by trusting them.
Yeah.
Trust.
Building trust.
And this is based on the relationship. I remember when everybody had insisted that they wanted to do to do this event in a particular hall when I was going for the launch. And I kept on telling them that I don't think this place is the right one because I'm coming to India for the first time and it's going to be too hot. And I don't want to be fainting, literally, because it was in a university hall.
Yeah.
But they kept on, shuru mein mera, not only Soumitra, but other people were not understanding my point. And then we were 1 week away from the event, and I had still not reached India. I think 10 days away. And then finally, Soumitra started finding hurdles in the venue because for him to recreate the venue to suit my needs, which is like based on how I had envisioned it, to get vendors to set it up the way I wanted to be done. Then he finally said to me that, ma'am, I think I made a mistake in choosing this venue, but now it's too late because we have already paid and we will have to go with it. So now the thing was that we were disagreeing, but I was going with his judgment based on the ground realities, right? So, but then he said that, okay, I have made a mistake. I said, that's it. So now we will, there's no mistake. We're changing the entire venue in the next 10 days. It'll be done here, wherever I said, find me an alternative. And he found it, and he found the best alternative. So what happened is, in this particular way, even though he was allowed to make mistakes, we didn't hold it against, even though I lost money. He was still able to now take it to the next level of being able to make more decisions which were better. So, I mean, I think it's also about allowing people to make mistakes.
Absolutely. And from the example that you just gave me, there are 2 points, but I would like to share the second one first. That is, I was just coming to the next branch, that was how do you manage crisis? Because now it's going a little deeper. First, we spoke about generic leadership qualities. Then we spoke about what are you as a leader, what makes you a good leader. And now from there, because a good leader will also manage crisis very well. So you have just given an example even before we spoke about the question that how to manage a crisis. Yeah.
So I think this will go back to my personality trait. And under my disc personality, I am a strong I, which is an influence. And I am also a decision maker. Well, sorry, I'm also a dominant. So when I'm in crisis, the decision dominant side comes out, and I am very quick at making I'm very direct, and I'm also very decisive.
Okay.
I will be able to pull out very promptly out of that crisis situation. Okay. So I think these 2 traits really help me in navigating my stresses in terms of when crises arise. And because my other trait is influence, and one of the strong traits about influence is persuasion, I'm able to now use my 2 strong strengths of decisive persuasion to communicate the way we need to change to others.
Absolutely. Excellent.
So I think this is what actually helped.
I mean, it just came all together from first to second, and now, And could you just put another branch about the same example, just one word, so that next time if you in case share
Yeah.
this mind map with someone, how to
Mm.
manage crisis, not there maybe, just how to manage crisis, and from there, yeah, another branch, just an example.
I'm just putting it here.
Yeah.
GBTC launch.
So this is like a lifetime experience that you had, and so there must be so
Absolutely.
many learnings from it, not just for you, but
Absolutely.
for your
It was
entire
a
team.
major learning for everyone, because in spite of me saying it many times, but I wanted not to be the troublemaker, right? Because again, I'm decisive and very direct. So sometimes it can come like she's losing her way. That's the other way people can see me. That's my characteristic, right? But when the ground level decided that it was a mistake, because when when they wanted to get the vendors in to do the draping of the walls and have it, the college was not allowing it to be done. They were not allowing it to be done. So that's when Amrita said, I didn't realize that this principle would be so difficult. And he will not allow us to do it. They're not allowing us to serve food to the teachers. I'm not able to put all these things. I think we made a mistake. And that's, I said, okay, let's have a second plan, erase, money gone, let's find a new place, let's move in. And that's when the launch happened, and it was amazing.
Yeah, and such kind of decisions needs to be taken. I mean, as you said, you have to be very direct. You have to, I mean, not brood over, okay, I told, maine to kaha tha, hua nahi.
No, there's no time.
Point. There's no point talking about all that anymore. But yeah, the learnings are good, so that next time your team, when you say something, maybe the team can think, okay, there is some reason to why she's saying.
Exactly. So yeah, that is very at the same time, yeah, so that was a powerful, yeah, that's a good one. I'm please return it, change venue.
Change venue, and yeah, and it was a good learning for your team. So the next could be, and I would just wanted you to ask about delegation. You have written somewhere by delegation, empower, freedom by delegation, and communicate. Okay, it's there. So the next question is, can you think about 3 persons, maybe it could be from your past organizations, good leader and bad leader? And this is again very personal. You may not write the name right in front of me. It's okay. But this is more for yourself, so that your brain knows what you should be and what you should not be. 3 examples. One is, yeah, good leader and bad leader you can put, yeah. And under them, just 3, think about three names. It could be, it may not be your direct experience. It could be even some celebrity figure. Even then it's okay if you have read about his or her life. So that's okay.
So he's not a leader. He is actually my physics teacher.
Yeah.
So for me, obviously, he is somebody who showed me through example what a good educator should be like.
Wow.
So that will always be some person that I will always remember. And there was somehow I feel very sad. I have forgotten this name of a person. So I don't know how to call him.
Something, any characteristics that you remember? Anything?
Well, he was from Punjab. That's the Punjab. And he was a teacher who had a very impactful impact on me, because, for example, Karan sir, he showed me like hard work. Okay, he showed me he showed me that basically they like just give to your students. Whereas this Punjab, this guy, he showed me by believing in me.
Absolutely. This is what I was looking for, because when it comes to a good leader, they trust you, or they put that belief upon you. And that is when you feel confident about yourself.
When everybody thought that I was going to fail my exams and everyone against me, he was the only one who believed that I will be able to do it. So, I mean, I can't sadly remember his name. And I think that a good leader, I never thought about it, but obviously is my father.
Of course.
I never thought about it. I thought he was a really bad person. because he had no time. But I think that over a period of time, that how I have his commitment to the community is something that has like, you know, how he has how he's committed to the community growth is something that today I really have started appreciating as I give back. So these are the three good leaders that I will always put in.
Okay, so before we move to the bad leader, for example, when I see your physics teacher, so I mean, it's just coming to my mind. It's a beautiful story. I'm not sure if you've shared it with your team or maybe even on a bigger platform, like how my physics teacher taught me my first leadership lessons. So that itself is a story by itself. I mean, complete story how that maybe through hard work, power of giving and all of that, and maybe even he believed upon you. That is why so all of that. So maybe you can write, have you shared this story somewhere?
I haven't shared the story, but it was very powerful because I was for the first time.
Because this is something that came out very powerful.
Success. Yeah. Are you able to see my PowerPoint?
Yeah, how to develop a success mindset.
Yeah. So I actually, when I gave this presentation in Nepal, I was talking about all the teachers who actually did not believe in me. And also I talked about that even though I every time got a prize, the constant juggle was that did I get it because of my own achievements or is it because whose daughter I was? My father is the founder of this of this school. And so there was always that juggle between who I was and where I think. And then I went over here to talking about it. I think where I think I didn't have a picture of him, correct? And at this stage, when I talked about my 12th standard, that's when I asked, I had shown this image and I said, well, there were people who knew that I was a failure in this science class. And then I asked that there was only one person who actually believed me and he's still in this room. Can I ask Karan sir to stand up so that we can give him a round of applause for his contribution to who I've become today. So he was in the room. I got him to stand up. And so it was
that was definitely a, you know, I wish there was a picture of that moment.
Oh, yes, I know. But I mean, there's a picture of us later where I think there should be some. In fact, yes, there's a whole video.
Okay, both of you together?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I think that serves a purpose. Yeah,
so that's a good one. I will add that one later.
Because this itself can be a talk or something like that.
Yeah,
talk where how important the role of a teacher is. In creating that environment that so many years later, even now, how much of impact it has created in your life. And
absolutely. Absolutely. And I was laughing as I was narrating this, that I said, did you realize in all these images, they have made me stand? Is it because I was a naughty student? Like, you know, while even narrating the story, I was saying that I was always put out there to be standing. Is it because I was not one of the top 5 that I was put back there? But everything that a teacher does impacts a child.
Of course.
How their how their mindset starts developing and how they start seeing it. So even though you say you want your child to be successful, are you actually creating that mindset in the students that you have?
Absolutely. Wow. So this is great. And this by itself is I mean, you could convert this into a mind map, this entire PPT, maybe sometime whenever you get time, and putting the main light on the leadership aspect of it. Success mindset.
This was the new hall that we ended up doing the launch.
I think I've seen some of these pictures later.
Some of these pictures, So these are the launch picture. The whole thing was done, which was nicely done. And before that, oh my goodness me, if I had shown you where they were trying to take me, it was like, I like looking at it, I had palpitations. I had palpitations. So yeah, let's go back to our mind map. I know there's only 5 more minutes. So, where were we? What was the next question?
So, of course, bad leader, maybe you can put this points a little later, the bad
Mm.
leader one. And more than the person, I would want you to look at the qualities of that person. The person may be very good with you. The person may be someone very close to you. But even then, you have seen that this quality is what the person may be very talented, and he has all those good skills and everything, but that one or two quality is putting him down or her down in life, because or he's not coming up to the point. So
So
whatever
I've
it is.
already mentioned one quality was
uh,
the Vedana man was my Hindi teacher.
uh,
She always like that's what I said.
uh,
So I think it's the teachers who have more than leaders in organizations. I've been very fortunate to have worked with very neutral people, or maybe I was very a strong leader myself that I didn't get
bogged
overshadowed
down.
by
Yeah,
many people
absolutely.
if possible. Even when there was conflict situation, I think I was able to navigate my way out. But it's it was the teachers when I did not have, I was not able, I was a rebel, but maybe that's when they really bulldozed their impact on me, making me feel when someone makes you feel that you are worthless.
Okay.
So that was the feeling that they had given me. So more than the action where they judged you as a person and they thought you were not worthy of their time. For me, that is bad.
That is I mean, the most terrible thing one can do. I mean, a teacher, or it could
Absolutely.
be anyone, even an
Anyone,
elder sister or relative, anyone who puts that feeling of worthlessness into another person. I think that's the most terrible thing on this planet to do.
absolutely, absolutely. So I think that's what it is. Like, uh, I was in fact last week's my talk was people don't remember what you said, but people will always remember how you made them feel.
Feel,
Said by
absolutely.
John Maxwell, right?
Yeah.
So it's how you made them feel is today what I remember. I don't remember what they said to me, but I know how they made me feel then. And they made me feel shit. And I'm so blessed that over these years when I've worked, nobody has ever actually made me feel shit.
So, of course, that also, when you share this story, maybe again in future or somewhere, if you see that the transition that I don't know which story you'll pick up first, but this story, I mean, it would be if I were in your place, I would put this story of how somebody made me feel worthless or hopeless or whatever.
Yeah.
And it almost feels that there's no way or nothing in front of me anymore. It's all dark tunnel, and I'm not never going to come out of it. That's how somebody made me feel. But
Yeah,
then there
exactly.
are also good people and some good
Absolutely.
leaders, and like you spoke about your
So
teachers
that's what I
and
did, Shubhra, in the PowerPoint. I started with the people who made me feel shit. And then I went to the person who, in spite of all this, he was the only one who believed in me, and he's over here in this room, and let's give him a round of applause. So that's how I did the narration of that story.
great.
Hmm.
So, yeah, so okay, this is one teacher about whom you have written the quality that they make you feel very bad, which is
Hmm.
terrible. Maybe later in the day, once again, you can think about some qualities. Like this is one about a particular person. You can actually think about 3, 4 persons, and maybe around you right now. So maybe in the organization somewhere that, okay, had this person being a little bit, this person is a very good leader, but he doesn't know how to delegate. He will keep everything to himself. There are people like that. So,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
maybe otherwise he runs his company very well, but he's not transparent in his communication. So,
Okay.
some qualities that you think they are lacking, and when you put that, okay, I'm not this.
Yeah,
So, already
yeah,
that signal goes to your brain. So, the
yeah,
next
correct.
point I wanted to, can you put any of those, for example, under your name, Kiran, or maybe on top? Where will this quality come that praising people more often or
Oh, yeah.
appreciating? Yeah, where would
So,
that come? Yeah.
okay, so I think that
Is it an empowering or
I would say
enlightening?
that I think it would be under empowerment because,
Mm.
or not because not enlightened. I think it's under, it's empower is by also from
Mm. Appreciation.
appreciation. And you have to appreciate the people that for their work.
Yeah, and constructive criticism also maybe at times. Yeah.
Yeah, so
constructive feedback, we can say, maybe constructive feedback.
empower by
appreciation. So yeah, this
is
was
it value? You know, knowing their value, and then value you can, when you talk about value, I can talk about appreciation of their strengths, and then feedback. I don't know. I will see where I want to change it later.
So yeah, feedback, because this is again, and how about transparent communication? Where do you put that? You have written in
that's under integrity, actually. So that is another trait we can just put it, that what are the traits of a good leader, right? So we call about it integrity.
Yeah.
So that will be being more transparent.
Yes, transparent. Yeah.
Right? You were talking about, you know, who you are is who you are.
Absolutely. And when we say about, I mean, I'm just, this is more like a live mind mapping session where we ask questions and we try to dig out the answers from your own. I mean, these are all your own things. I'm just doing this question answers. So yeah, well, I was exactly saying this, that set examples. I mean, do you live by what you are actually telling? So yeah.
Absolutely. All my mentees tell me this, and when we don't listen to you, we do what you're doing.
Yeah. So this is, I think, a very important quality of a leader.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So to be able to, when it's not about, so you walk the talk and you connect by inspiring people.
Absolutely.
So that they can take action.
Okay. And I think this is great. One more, maybe, I don't know if it would be a different branch, or you could put, because anyways, we are with 4 branches. So I'm now thinking from the perspective of the environment. Environment in the sense, not, I don't mean the
culture,
ambience, yeah, but the culture, like the culture that you build, or are you?
I think it has to be of psychological safety, where psychological.
That is one thing. Another thing is like psychological safety. And do you help them? Again, it is going back to empower, but giving them a conducive environment where they can flourish and explore their fullest potential.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it has, the environment has to be based on trust. It has to be built on relationships. It has to be built on strengths. Strength based, where everyone has to work from their own strength parameter. So I may not have knowledge of something, so I have to be able to say, I will not do it, you do it. Right now, there's a major project that Leadership Card has taken over, and my partners are surprised that Kiran has not attended a single meeting. And I know I haven't attended any of those meetings. It's because that is not my area. I will not be able to contribute in that particular meeting. I will not be able to add value, and hence, if I go, it's more from an observer point of view, not from a point that I am a contributor in that project. So I think I have to have this ability as a leader to know that what are my capabilities and what are the capabilities of others, and work from their strength rather than being the bulldozer.
Okay, excellent. So yeah, I think more or less we have covered the 7 questions in the 4 branches. So was this useful for you, this exercise?
Yeah, absolutely. And a few ideas have come out.
But this is just the beginning. What the reason behind doing this is not because these are some certain things you already are doing, and some points came out. So again, 2 comments that I would want to make on this is, of course, the first one is, can you repeat this exercise with at least one of your clients?
With my client?
Yeah. I mean, not in a group, because this exercise will
I will do it immediately with one of my coaching clients. I know I will do it with them.
Yeah, and the questions will be different based upon only you know your client best. So already, if you have taken a few sessions with them, you will know their quality. I mean, you'll know a lot about them. Yeah.
So basically, I'm also doing a master, because under John Maxwell, I do the mastermind for this, which is the become a person of influence. And the same questions are similar that as a leader, you can only be a leader what you are. You can't
course.
expect from people something that you are not.
Not you are not, absolutely.
So first, you have to be on. So it has the same question, Subra, which is saying that what are you ask, like what are you ask? I mean, before you ask someone that what are you need to know who the hell are you.
Absolutely. So
Right?
yeah, it would be great if you could repeat this entire exercise.
Absolutely, I will do it.
And if the person doesn't know mind mapping, you can
No,
actually
I
help.
started teaching one of my clients because he's writing an ebook. I said, let's start with the mind map. I shared with him the basics of Mind Meister. I said, not the mindset, nothing. I said, these are the basics of mind map. I said, now your thought recording, I want you to start doing.
You can just use it as a, exactly, for structuring their thoughts methodically, or maybe with more clarity. They need not know the nitty-gritties of mind mapping, and that's fine. But at least if they do it using mind mapping, so the purpose that you are a practitioner, so that would be served. So that was the first thing that maybe before we meet the next session, if you could, if it is very personal, you need not show me. And if it is something that you can show me, I would love to just maybe a glance of that you have share what you have done with your client, and a replica of this with a set of 7 to 8 questions, and where they actually bring out things from their mind. Because in your case, it was more or less you have already done this, but maybe in your clients, they will need this. They may not themselves know, okay, this is something. For example, in your case, the physics teacher thing, you already know about it. In their life, there must be their mom or teacher, someone who have impacted them negatively or positively, but they are not sure that it is affecting their lives even now. So, but through a mind map, it will come up. So that is the thing. Next thing is, I'll also have to get ready. So, but I still want to complete. The next thing is, when I saw your entire mind map just now as you were making this, and I was seeing a very powerful talk, like starting from, if you see, it is a systematic that who is a good leader, what are the characteristics, and then the Kirandeep Sandhu, that one can move a little at the end, and the next thing could be like good leader and bad leader. And from there, you're trying to pull out why it is so important to empower as a leader, why we should empower others as a leader, how building trust is important, how it is important that to create an environment and build a culture, and most important, how you make them feel in that moment, which they carry, and then you slowly move towards your mission, vision, and so it could be even a simple topic like how your physics teacher taught you the first leadership lessons. So Robin Sharma have this book called something like A Leader Without Title. So a true leader needs no entitlement. They will work like a leader, whether they are leader or not. I mean, whether they are title, they have some fancy titles or not, they will work as a leader. It could be a simple school teacher, like in your case. So you can actually think about a very nice flow of talk and maybe keep ready, because
absolutely, I love it. Absolutely, I will do that.
Only that Kirandeep Sandhu will move that branch will move till end, because that is where it will all come together and bring out the personality or the kind of person you are, and how it has
impacted me
over the years, how distilled, and with all the experiences and all, how just like how we say that diamonds after all those polishing, so something like that. So I mean, just give it a thought, because it all came very nicely in front. So I was just looking at the mind map.
I will do that. Anyway, Subra, thank you, and good luck with your surgery.
I have so many questions right now to be answered to the anesthesiologist. It's a 2-hour interview kind,
Oh my goodness. Have fun with it, and loads of love. Don't worry, everything will go well.
Yeah, thank you so much. Keep me in your prayers. And
absolutely. Take care.
See you soon, ma'am. Yeah, bye-bye. Take care.